Tonight we are stepping back in time to 1884 in a little town called Kewanee, Mississippi. The Simmons Wright Company is a great example of a historic general mercantile store. When you walk through the doors of the Simmons Wright Company, you'll feel like you have been transported back into time. The general mercantile at the time relied highly on the cotton industry and the many farmers that needed supplies in the Tumzuba, Kewanee, and western Alabama area. The location of this store was most likely chosen because of its close proximity to the railroad, where the trains would stop and unload cargo for local farmers. Of course, if trains bother you, this is super close to the train track. If you think it'll keep you up at night, this may not be the Harvest Toast for you. The store burned down in 1926. In that very same year, it was rebuilt using brick instead of wood. Surrounding the store is a warehouse, cotton gin, blacksmith shop, and a couple of other buildings used for storage or to assist in the production of cotton. This was the operator of the grist mill, Joe Kelly. This is the time when they used to serve gas. Hey Fred, it's an old-time outhouse. I'm sure it was a pretty hot job working in some cotton gin. Lots of intricate pieces. I'm sure it's a lot easier working in a cotton gin now. Well, however it is they produce the cotton. This was equipped with Loomis Superjet lint cleaners. I bet it was top of the line back in the day. Well, this beats picking cotton by hand. Most of these buildings are old and showing signs of age, but can you imagine just how alive it used to be here? It's a nice big field. It does get pretty muddy here if it's raining, so be careful. And it's a little uneven. You really can't miss where to park. It's right by this sign that says the Simmons Wright 1884 Café, park here. And there comes in another Harvest Toast guest now. So if you don't feel comfortable parking in the field, if it's too wet or too low, then there's a horseshoe road that goes past the cemetery and a spot up front by the cemetery that you can park at. So you can pull up here near the cemetery. There is a concrete pad right here in front of it, and as long as you don't block the road, you can stay here. Looks like the fifth wheel decided to go by the cemetery. We have company in the field tonight. Our buddies are coming back. They're just turning around so they can run their generator tonight and not running their exhaust in our door. The store is sitting right off of Highway 11, Highway 80, and is super busy. Lots of trucks go by. This looks like an old tire changer. Take your tire off your rim and then put a new tire on the rim. There are 3 of us at this Harvest Toast today, 2 in the field and 1 up by the cemetery. Standing at the corner by the store. It's a busy place. Come on in, they'll make you an ice cream float, and they sell boxes of sweet potatoes. $20 a bushel. If you want to eat outside, there is a picnic table right here underneath the porch. Go inside and you'll find sweet potatoes, tomatoes, and pumpkins. Get fresh tomatoes and pumpkins. Inside the general store, you can eat at the 1884 Café. There's all kinds of great stuff on the menu. Sweet tea and unsweet tea come with the meal. Of course, coffee. There are rows of antiques in here. You can even get some candy out of the jar. They have lots of Watkins products. They have a few groceries in here. You can get some Uncle Jake's sorted molasses. If you need some hardware, you can find that here as well. This definitely constitutes as an old-time hardware store. Life is too short for ordinary soap. Need a key, you can get one made here. Got a potbelly stove. That's pretty cool. Go right to the counter and order your dinner.
We do that today.
Nope.
Back here in the hills.
Your collard greens.
Potato salad, pulled pork, and a biscuit. Oh my goodness, that was goodness. That was delicious. That pulled pork. And the hot sauce, perfect. Oh, spicy sauce. It says right here, spicy. And collard greens. Oh no, they were turnip greens. Turnip greens. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Haven't had those like that in a while. And a potato salad, perfect. I say we get some big old bag to go.
Yeah, did you have breakfast this morning?
I think I'll be here. Because my wife's going to be here.
That's right.
I'll be sitting in the truck waiting. Come on. She's warmed up. Let's go.
I'll be saying, I'm getting me some breakfast. So the meal comes with drinks, peach cobbler, and ice cream.
And sweet iced tea for me.
Water for me. If you're coming into the store, don't forget to check out what's upstairs. So years and years of collecting this stuff in the store. This upstairs goes all around the downstairs. I have a basket of cotton up here. So soft. If you're looking for shoes, there's lots of vintage shoes. Need some old time sewing. Looking for a pattern? I have some older ones for you. Right here. They even have some seating up here if you want to make a big reservation for a lot of people to eat. If you're looking for older pieces, there's plenty here. And everywhere I go, there are books and more books. That makes me happy.
Coffee. Get me started. Start me up.
These old-time remedies are for sale. They're not for use, only for displays. So you can buy them, but totally use them. Now that's an old-time dress form. Goes with all the sewing supplies. Need an old baby carriage?
All right, it's time for the Simmons Wright Company Cellular Service Report. Well, first up we have T-Mobile at 194 megabits per second down and 6.36 megabits per second up. Pretty good numbers out in the middle of nowhere. And second place is AT&T at 46.1 megabits per second down and 3.10 megabits per second up. And even Verizon is there at 3.76 megabits per second down and 0.51 megabits per second up. Well, and you might want to use that internet. Not a lot to do besides shop in the store. Of course, there's plenty to see in there. And you might want to think of it as the original Cracker Barrel. That's how I view it. Just a lot more authentic. We'll talk to you next week.